James looks like a nutbag. Yeah, this living room is from the 1960s. James, update your decor. You look like a nutsack. You can't see me. Oh, hey, James.
Oh, hey, Dad.
There you go.
James, what'd you put on his shirt because you had too much slop on you?
No, I turned the light on. But yeah, I did have a lot of
why
slop on
don't
me.
you why you look like, your grandma got you a set of curtains back there and you bought them. An old witch died in your house and left you her decor and you didn't change anything.
These came with the apartment.
But they don't really keep out any light.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You like it nice and bright in there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
Nice.
James, how long have you been living in Montana now?
2 years.
You really love it there?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Well, it sounds like it sucks, if you ask me.
Well, come and find out.
Come and find out. I'm not falling for your weird ads. I saw them on Montana online. Live free or die and try it. Like, have sex with a horse or keep on fucking. That's the motto of Montana.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, anyway, did you hear Della knows about the clubhouse? He wants us to get on it. I think the kids are using it. I think what it does, it's like the kids, they talk to each other or something. Like, hey, James, how you doing today? And then you would clubhouse me, and you would say something back, like,
that's not how it works.
Oh, okay. Everybody knows.
House party?
It's not like house
I think
party.
it's like
Don't listen.
Parlor. You know what Parlor is?
James, don't listen to him. Let me explain the app that I told him about. Clubhouse is he's never heard of this app. Clubhouse is like podcasting in real time. So what you're doing is you'll open a room to talk about a specific subject, and then people will join the room whenever they want. And some of these rooms, like, you can talk about anything you want. And
Butts?
it's only on iOS though. So yes, you can talk about butts if you want. But like celebrities are on there and everything. But
can anybody talk?
Yes. So what you do is here. I'll show you.
I'm not letting anyone talk.
No. What happens is whenever you go
An
into a
iPhone
room.
12 Pro Max.
No, it's an 11 Pro Max though. So if you go in a room, like, you'll see like all of these like icons, and at the bottom you can click like raise your hand. So
why are they all sexy girls? What chat are you joining? Hot girls Mandela?
Because it's the internet.
So everyone's fake on there? It sounds exactly like Parlor. I was right, James. It's all Russian bots. Don't get involved. Don't give them any of your information.
Are they all Russian bots on Parlor? I thought a lot of them were real.
Yeah, it's a mix of Russian bots and real people interacting, so nobody knows who's real and who's a Russian bot.
What you should do, Dan, is you should do the what's the Cameo? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Cameo.
Why would somebody buy my Cameo?
No, we don't want to buy your Cameo. You're nobody.
Hi, it's Dan from the podcast. What do you want me to say? Happy birthday to you.
No, we should get.
Your YouTube account has 5 people, but you get somebody famous to
Does it
come
have
and
5?
introduce your
That's a lot.
podcast. Subscribers, yeah.
Wait. That's a genius idea. I like that idea.
Wait, I do a
said?
Cameo?
No one cares about you. What he's saying is get someone famous.
Okay.
Introduce the podcast, right?
Oh, and then I use it over and over? That's illegal.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not illegal.
I'm doing it. All right, who do we want to get? Let's get Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
No.
Definitely not Jerry Seinfeld. How much do you think that costs?
Let's get George Costanza.
No, you could get Newman. You could probably afford Newman.
I'll write it off as a business expense. Newman cost me $20.
Yeah.
I'm not doing Newman, James. I want someone cool. I'm not going to see a part of Seinfeld. Well, give me the best ones. I want to get like Brett Favre. I heard he's on there.
You could probably afford the Soup Nazi.
Yeah, I can afford the Soup Nazi.
My friend got the Soup Nazi for his birthday. It's like $50.
That's the lamest birthday present ever. Did he go, wow, this sucks?
No, he put it on Instagram and put it on Facebook and everything. It was
that joke's so lame.
I know, it's 30 years old. I don't know why. I'll never understand it.
Can I get Cardi B to give me a cameo?
Yeah, it's probably like
James?
$600.
Oh, that's a lot too much.
Yeah, you could drop $600
For like a happy birthday, or for her to intro the pod.
You could get Chris Hansen. Oh no, sorry, that's Chris Harrison.
Oh, I was like, Chris Hansen. I don't want him.
Who the hell's Chris Harrison?
I don't know.
I don't want him. Give me like.
Oh no, I was gonna say you could get Ghostface Killah, but he's like $225.
Wow.
I don't know any of these people, James. Can you give me someone that I might know? Maybe someone from the 90s. I'm obviously not hip with the current lingo and the current events. Give me like a classic.
I don't know any of these people.
Give me like okay.
You want an actor?
Yeah.
Or
I want Beyonce.
How about Emma Kenny?
Yeah,
she's $100.
How much?
100.
Okay, what does she say?
Whatever you want. You could say, "Hey, this is Emma Kenny, longtime friend of Dad."
Longtime listener of the pod, Emma Kenny.
Yeah.
I love this pod. My favorite part of the pod, I wanted to say something really programmatic, like really robotic and weird. Everyone's like, this is clearly paid for. Emma Kenny, longtime listener of the pod. I really like this pod because he has a lot to say about things that I enjoy hearing about.
Oh wait, here you go, Dan. Here's one that you'd like.
Who?
You could get Peter Noon, who's Herman from Herman and the Hermits. And he's only $40.
What is Herman and the Hermits?
That's good. Herman and the Hermits. He goes, "I'm Henry VIII. I am Henry VIII."
What?
Why are you looking at me like I'm some kind of lewd, Della? You never heard of that song? It's very popular.
Where was it popular?
I guess, James, is that not even the most popular Herman's Hermit song?
I think that's probably the most popular.
No, come on. There's got to be one that's a little bit more popular than that. Herman's Hermits.
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
You don't know Herman's Hermits? A famous pop group. They have the top hits. Oh, there's actually much better songs, James. That's probably their worst one. Oh no, it's their second best one. I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into some. You know what? Maybe I do want this Peter Noon to give me this cameo. The more I listen, the more I want. But he's got to sing me Henry VIII I Am on repeat for like 20
Henry
seconds.
VIII I Am.
Why don't you play a little snippet, Della?
I'll play it later on.
You'll play it later. You don't want to wreck the pod with Herman Hermits. That's copyright infringement. I'm not getting involved in that.
Exactly.
It'd take us down. The last time we had this pod was Insurrection Talk. I got some rave reviews about that episode. People were laughing it up. They were eating that shit up. I mean, it was a crazy time in American history. What did you think of the inauguration? Did you like it?
I didn't watch it.
Really?
What the fuck? All right, you're useless. Why are you even on this pod?
Wow.
All right, Della, what about you?
Yes, I did like it. I did like it. I thought it was really good. I love the excuse me. I don't know why. I don't know why I yawned. No, I'm
James
not
doesn't watch half the things we're discussing.
I don't know why Garth Brooks was there performing the way he did because I love Garth
with
Brooks.
jeans on. Yeah, he looked like a nuts.
Yeah, he did. But I thought the whole thing was great. I thought Amanda Gorman's poem was excellent. I loved the positivity, right? With Lady Gaga singing national anthem, which I didn't know she sang national anthems. I thought everything from top to bottom. She
sang at the Super Bowl, Della.
I know, but not the national anthem.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what the hell she sings. I mean, maybe she sings the national anthem. She loves America.
Maybe. Yeah, but like it was pretty cool. So I thought the whole vibe was let's just turn a new page, get away from toxicity. And even in it, all the way to the end, we had Jen Psaki doing the first press conference the day of.
That was wild.
Yeah.
When the hell you ever seen that?
Never.
Imagine going straight to work. He signed executive order. She's doing press conferences.
That's right.
A wild time.
It was like we're back in 2016.
It was urgent to get rid of Donald Trump.
That's correct.
Start reversing shit. I already heard that they some Texas federal judge, basically delayed the deportation executive order that
yes.
Biden issued. But you know what? Fuck them. I don't care. Eventually, it's gonna go back. That's not gonna hold up. But you know what? This is just classic obstructionism. You know what I mean? Classic. Everything, even executive orders that reverse nightmares are argued just for the sake of arguing. What do you think of this little McConnell move where he's bullshitting around, trying to get them to hold up on forming their committees and stuff until they denounce that they're going to use the filibuster, and then he ended up being like, "Wow,
Never mind."
yeah, never mind." And they're like, "Oh, it was a win because I got two Democratic senators to totally commit with their words that they're totally committed to keeping the filibuster, which is as meaningless as anything I've ever heard in my entire life."
That's right, especially after the last 4 years. It just made me laugh. I was like, this dude thinks. I mean, at first I thought he was playing like 4D chess because I'm like, yo, that's a big chess move to do that. And then he just dropped everything. I'm like, what are you, an idiot? Like you had them by the balls.
I was kind of confused too, but then I was like wondering what the options are. Like how long do you hold up the committees? And like at some point, is it like just so ridiculous? Well, what did he gain from that endeavor? There had to be some move that he gained. Maybe it was like the impeachment trial delayed for another week. I mean, what was the point of any of that?
I have absolutely no idea.
The 4D chess is kind of hard to play when you're in the minority.
I mean, it's hard to play, but there's nobody else I trust to try to play it correctly than Mitch McConnell. So
yeah, well, that move I really don't understand. There must be another piece that I missed, but getting two senators that already supported not getting rid of the filibuster, saying that they don't want to get rid of the filibuster, doesn't really seem like much of a win.
No, but it sounds cool. Democrats on our side, like blah blah blah. Typical GOP.
I got two guys on my side, two Democrats on my side. I know, and also I don't even understand. I mean, I don't care what these Democrats are saying with the stupid filibuster, but I think it's time to. I mean, to be honest, inevitably they're going to end up having to, basically either crazily amend the filibuster or get rid of it altogether. There's no way that they're going to end up, because they're not going to pass anything. Like, think about this: the COVID relief plan, that the next one, the 1.9 trillion, already immediately, no, we're not going to do it, right? So like. Basically, Democrats, the people spoke. They want Joe Biden. They want a COVID relief bill. And immediately it's like, no, we're not doing it, right? So then Bernie's like, okay, I can push it through reconciliation. We don't even need these people. We don't even need the Republican vote. But I can't put in anything that's not spending, right? So there goes your $15 minimum wage that you want to put in. Yep. And it's like, all right, so it's like immediately it's obstruction. Why we pretend? I would say every day that you waste pretending that you're not going to end up reversing the filibuster is a day wasted not putting through stuff that you could easily get through.
That's correct.
With just a simple majority. I mean, let's just pretend, okay? Let's all pretend that the filibuster is going to remain in place, and then the first piece of legislation that comes that they block, it's like, what are we doing this? I feel like this is like one of those mistakes, right? Like I feel like this is one of those like Obama era mistakes that's like, I don't realize that like what the game that I'm playing, right? It's like the chess again, right? Like we don't realize that inevitably you're going to end up having to get rid of it anyway. Why not just do it now and start putting stuff through? I don't get it. What's the difference? You want to put stuff through reconciliation and get rid of the parts of the plan that aren't money related? I'm just saying get ready for this filibuster.
Kind of goes back to like when the Democrats lowered the bar to get all of those, to get the Obama appointees into the courts, where they ended up screwing them over because then all of a sudden Trump's doing that. I mean, like left and right.
Yeah, I mean the federal judges, right? And the Supreme Court judges. Supreme Court judges was Republican. The federal judges was Harry Reid, was the Democrats. But I'm saying, okay, so judge appointments, right? And also I think people that are cabinet nominees also. But like I'm saying, after, like, okay, so you have federal judgeships, you have Supreme Court, and but they're just, why are these things randomly picked as being getting rid of the filibuster on? It's all for convenience. I mean, you're just picking random things that like they don't want to push through, that you need to push through. I'm just saying, at what point are you just like, this is dumb, this is archaic, it's so stupid, you're just picking random things. So okay, everything else that you want to push through, you can push through the budget reconciliation process, because that's a weird loophole scam that McConnell did a bunch of to pass the stupid tax breaks. okay, so like we're playing a weird game of stupid, right? Like, okay, well, we can't do it this way. We can do it this way, but sometimes we can do it this way, but only in certain instances when we decide to do it that way. I mean, this filibuster is dumb AF. Let's be real. I don't even think it was intended. I was trying to look at the history of the filibuster. Stupid as well. It's like nobody really intended it to be used that way because it's the closure rule. And I didn't even realize how ridiculous this filibuster was, but I would say, like, just get rid of it. You're going to anyway. Give it, like, as soon as they start, they need to vote on the $15 minimum wage. As soon as they have to vote on a voting rights bill, as soon as they have to do these things, you're never going to get 10 senators, Republican senators, to come on board. Can we just accept it? Like, it's never going to happen. So why are we pretending? You're never going to get it. You need a simple majority. That's it. It's all you're ever going to get. I mean, I love that the Democrats are really going to lie to themselves until they have to use it. But maybe that's a political. Let's see if it's a political chess move that they're playing. Like they want to wait for the issue to arise to get everyone riled up on why they need to get rid of the filibuster. If that's the case, I'm okay with it. But I also think it's a waste of time. People have an attention span of like 10 seconds. So if you were to get rid of the filibuster tomorrow and start passing legislation, do you think anyone's going to be like, the filibuster, I'm so mad about that? No way any like regular Republican or person is going to be able to coherently defend or care about the filibuster.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this. I think the biggest thing that scares Democrats and why the Republicans actually never got rid of it either was because of if we lose the next election, we'll never get any power back again. Like that, to put it back on requires probably an amendment, an unconstitutional amendment, but an amendment to some sort of gigantic bill they have to figure out. And there's no way anyone's going to vote to put it back on, right, when you're the one in power. And so I think that, to be honest with you, is what keeps this still intact and why it has yet to be removed, is the whataboutism if you lose power again.
Well, but my thought is you passed through a huge voting rights bill, right? You pass through, you can also get through DC and Puerto Rico statehood if you wanted to without the filibuster, right? You could add that in, get rid of that, a simple majority. I mean, there's things that you could do that would basically, if you were playing the Republican game, right? Like, I get the what if it changes, but like, if everybody votes in this country, it doesn't really change. Like, there's no way to really win. There's not enough Republican like states out there that are actually, if everybody votes, for them to win ever again. But you know how you can certainly lose is by not doing anything, which is essentially what Democrats. I mean, so do you play scared then, or do you just accept that the Republicans are already kind of fucked and that Trump's going to basically ruin them, and they're not going to win. They're not going to win elections anymore at that rate because they're going to be splitting their party up already. I would say if you get everyone to vote, Democrats should probably never lose the presidency again.
Yeah, you would think that, but the
Could
thing
you do a popular vote, Della?
No, I don't think that'll ever happen. Never
Why?
In our lifetime. It's just not. That requires a constitutional amendment. They're not going to ever make it.
You don't think they could get it in there? You don't think they could figure it out how to do it?
You need that's a constitutional amendment. There's no way.
I'm going to make a constitutional amendment.
You need what, 3/4 of the states? Are you kidding me, bro?
3/4 of the state. I'll vote for all the states right now. I'm saying there's some maneuvers they could pull.
Yeah, but see, I said this the last two podcasts ago when the Republicans pretty much like did a great job holding steady on a lot of local elections.
I know.
The GOP runs gerrymandering for the next decade.
I know. That's a big move.
So that's why it's going to be very difficult for Democrats to play like 5D chess, right? You're just going to have to realize, hey, you want to try to do things like get Stacey Abrams elected, but you also want to do things like whenever Joe Manchin retires very soon, you have to find a way to win that seat because it's GOP dominated area where he lives. So it's like things like that. You can't play those chess moves if you're so focused on all of that, right? Like there's just other things you just have to play. That's why it's like the filibuster thing. It's gonna be it's not playing scared. It's just trying to play the best chess you can. And I think there's many things like that in play.
I guess so. I just foresee it being. I feel like the obstruction is going to come. Would you risk not getting things done? Here's the question: would you risk not getting things done because of the filibuster because you're not willing to get rid of it? Would you risk them obstructing all your things and you not doing any things? I feel like that's the most likely guarantee for you to lose. right?
Well,
Like,
depends on if Trump's alive / still relevant. If that's the case, then yeah, maybe I'd play a little. You have to play a little like on offense in that sense, or defense. Sorry, in that sense. But like absence of that, I don't care. I'd still do that.
so you're not nervous that the fact that the Democrats might get obstructed into oblivion where they won't really get anything done? Like,
I
would
mean,
you
we'll
say
see.
we'll see? Yeah, we'll see in a little bit. I'm saying that my guess is that it's going away. That this filibuster is going to go away because they're going to be obstructed into getting like a voting rights act going or a $15 minimum wage that's popular going, and they're going to obstruct to it, and then they're going to have to get rid of the filibuster to get anything through. Like they can't even get a COVID relief bill in the middle of a fucking pandemic surging. They can't get it through. And it's like, okay, and you're not going to get it through because the Republicans don't want to spend anymore. They're
Right.
like, oh, we already spent $900 billion on COVID relief. I know we spent $2 trillion on tax cuts, but that
Right.
was for nothing. This is for
Right.
something, and this isn't for rich people, and I don't want it. It's stupid. It's too much money. The sticker shock of the tax breaks, I don't care about because it's for
Right,
rich
because
people.
rich
We're
people-
included in that. But
Right.
now that's for everybody else that's unemployed and that wants unemployment benefits and needs money for their rent and their food and their I'm not getting involved in that money.
Right,
I don't believe in it. I don't want state and local governments funded. I don't want vaccine rollout. You saw Joe Biden just purchased 200 million more doses.
That's right.
I remember hearing a story of how Donald Trump was offered those doses a long time ago.
He's
at
offered
no
half a
cost
billion.
up front.
Yeah.
No cost up front, and he declined them.
That's right.
All because he was trying to work on one of his famous business deals that didn't play out. So then, you know who went and bought them? Europe and the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So now we're behind on vaccinations as per usual. And you ask Joe Biden, well, what did Trump give you for his vaccine rollout plan? He goes, there was no fucking plan.
There was no plan.
There was no plan. They didn't do anything. They waited for it to go. They didn't buy enough doses. They probably had no logistical plan to actually get these out.
Even worse than that, they had the book, the plan that Obama gave them, like when he left office, their game plan that they developed, and he literally threw it out the window. He's like, I don't need any stinger books.
From
And he just
Obama,
got rid of
especially.
Yeah.
He said, could you translate this into TV? That would be good for him. If you could just put this into TV, but maybe charts or something, I could maybe interpret it, but a book is not happening. Not for me.
I wonder if they can link federal funding to gerrymandering, like how they did with some states where they how they did with drinking
and
age
seatbelt laws and things like that. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That's a good idea. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if it would hold up in the Trump Supreme Court that we currently have. So,
can we pack the courts? What about that?
I mean, you can try. I mean, Biden hasn't even said anything about it. I mean, don't they all they gotta do is just add a person, right? There's nothing more, right? Can't you just nominate somebody and then that's it, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, he could do that. Just nominate some, I don't know, somebody crazy like Eric Holder or something, or Rahm Emanuel if you really want to go crazy. You could do that and run it right through the Senate. I mean, he literally could do that tomorrow.
Right, but then you would have 10 Supreme. No, you need one more Supreme Court.
Yeah, I know,
justice.
but I'm just saying, start with one. Just be like, fuck y'all. Start with one. We're gonna have it even, all right? Right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Supreme Court justices don't need. They're already a simple majority. They got rid of that already.
That's it. They got rid of that a long time ago. So that's what the Republicans asked for. So
yeah, I wouldn't mind one more, at least to get the party started. I agree.
Exactly. Just
you need 6 more.
Yeah.
And you need them to all be 21.
Yeah, exactly. I'm making sure I'm doing genetic DNA tests to make sure y'all are good enough to live for the next 60 years.
Yeah, I'm putting in 20 more judges, and they're all turning 18 next year. And they have no idea about the law either. They're just a bunch of liberal nutbags.
Exactly.
It's all climate change activists. Oh God. Yeah, no, it's I mean, they need to start going. I mean, they know this, but they need to go bolder because people have the attention span of nothing.
Right.
Also, it's like this. They just got rid of the transgender ban in the military, and you're just wondering, God, there's so much to reverse of Donald Trump's stupid crap already. I was like, all right, well, when you're done reversing, let's also get the next step. Why can't you do two things at once? Reverse all the fucking other shit. That takes a signature like this. Go and get that done and get this other stuff done. Get this COVID relief bill. I mean, Bernie's right. He's like, we're not waiting days and weeks and months. People are going to forget about it. You have all of your like political capital now. You just got rid of Donald Trump. He's about to be impeached. I also think this impeachment is stupid as hell, but I guess you need to do it. But I also think it's like kind of like useless because now you're arguing that Trump incited an insurrection, which is impossible because he did incite an insurrection, but not technically. Technically, he didn't even do anything. Technically, he never did anything wrong ever. Like technically, he wasn't the worst human in the world if you just look at his words, right? Like if I take his exact words, hey, everybody, we got to go up there. We got to show them how strong we are. Wink, wink, and kill Mike Pence. Wink, wink. Not kill, just really force him with your words in the back with a knife. I mean, just as strong as you can possibly be, convince him by doing what? What do you want them to do? Well, I want them to go down there, and I'll go down there with them, and we'll get him to – it's like, okay, we get it. You're never going to – he never really does anything. He just does everything without actually doing anything. And it's like, all right, he's just like a horrible guy. But I think we really got to – I mean, I guess the impeachment needed to happen though, right? I really feel like you'd have a better chance.
If that's not an impeachable offense, I don't know what is.
Well, inciting an insurrection, though, is like, did he really incite an insurrection?
He said, you need to go to the Capitol, and I'll be right behind you. And you go make them keep me in office. Like,
I know, but the easy defensible point of that is like, no, I wanted them to go and get their voices heard. I wanted them to like protest and have a rally. What's your thing to that? I know they were going to go there with like a pipe bomb and like a noose ready to like lynch some people. No, I was just saying stuff. I mean, I feel like inciting an insurrection.
I mean, regardless, it is they're not gonna, right. They're not gonna get it because. Already they voted. Yeah, they already voted. That it was the Republicans, all but 5 voted that it was unconstitutional, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
like, how is it unconstitutional?
Well, it's unconstitutional.
Oh, because he's out of office. Oh, really? Like, if somebody committed a crime like a year ago, but now, hey, it's a new year. Let's forget about that.
Well, if you do it in the end of your presidency, you can do whatever you want, and then you can leave. That's right. It's not constitutional. If you murder and it's the last day of the presidency, then your murder is free, and then you have to get to go to the public. It's okay. You just have to time it correctly, James. It's unconstitutional to not time it correctly. If you get stuck with the suckers, then it's a real insurrection. I mean, I just think I don't know.
And then he's probably walking around with a pocket pardon. He's probably like, "Oh yeah, I wrote this like the day I left office."
There were some really strange things that he did at the end too, like things we didn't even know about because that Texas federal judge or whatever. There was something that Trump wrote where basically they need to get the state's approval before they agree to do something with the Department of Homeland Security. It was like written at like the last day, so that when they did this reversal of the deportations, he'd be like, "Oh, well, you needed state approval from Texas." Yes. And you're like, "But where?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, Donald Trump wrote us like a get out of jail free card at like the last second. I just need to get this out there." It's like, God, and the Steve Bannon scam, like this guy waited till the last minute to push through some weird little scams at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But
and he got away with it.
He gets away with everything because he's like he's a nightmare, and basically he has a whole Republican Party of enablers that just let him do whatever he wants. But I like how afterwards Arizona, like GOP, is like, censure all those 3
traitors, pretty much.
Yeah, the 3 traitors. Whatchamacallit, Cheney and I don't know the other numbnuts are. They should all be. They are traitors, if you ask me. They should all be expelled from the Republican Party. All of them.
Agreed.
Republicans in name only, James, because a true Republican supports Trump till he's dead. What do you think of that?
Hopefully isn't like too long.
Which hopefully is never, because he's going to have his brain in a jar.
Right, like Futurama.
Yeah, it's going to be straight Futurama. Guy's a psychopath, but Yeah, no, I mean, let's wait to see. Like, I feel like they need to pass this COVID relief bill, even if it's through reconciliation. But I'm just giving it like we should take bets on the over under on when the filibuster gets rid of. That's my bet. I give it like 4 months. People are already like people want things done, and the Biden administration to not get things done is going to take all the blame, and nobody's going to give them the benefit of the doubt that the Republicans are
Correct.
obstructing. So saying, "Well, look at them obstruct," and you go, "Oh, boo hoo,
Right.
boo fucking who."
That's right.
Their job is to obstruct. That's all they do. They don't actually pass anything real. They just obstruct. So are you going to do anything about that? Or are you just going to let them, well, we're going to pass something through the reconciliation process. Okay, well, the reconciliation process has to do with money. But what if it doesn't have to do with money? What if it has other things to do? Well, then we'll have to convince a unity party, and we'll have to convince a couple Republicans to come to our side. The Republicans don't want to come to your side, Joe. They don't care about you. They hate you. They like Donald Trump. They still think, some of them think that, well, they know that there was not a fraudulent election, but their supporters do, and they still like them, and they still want to win, so they don't like you. Don't you understand your unity? I mean, he knows the unity is all stupid.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows it, of course. But I'm saying the real unity would be the unity of the Democratic Party to face up to the fact that there is no unity, and that the Republican Party doesn't care about them, doesn't want to work with them. There's very little good faith negotiations going on there. And I know they it's like, Mitt Romney is what? What's he concerned about? And what's Susan Collins concerned about? What are their concerns with the COVID relief bill? Well, I just think it's too much money. But what?
Yeah.
What about it's too much money? Well, it's a lot of money. It's almost $2 trillion, like the tax cut. Okay, well, if it's too much money, then we got to cut it.
Right.
We got to get rid of it all. You're right. We got to make sure Mitt Romney and Susan Collins are happy, because two senators totally going to make a difference on passing this bill through. Stop pretending. And I'm sick of Joe Manchin and the other senator. Who was it? God.
Kristen Sinema.
Yeah, Kristen Sinema. Well, she took a very hard stand. I'll never get rid of the film. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That's what Mitch McConnell wanted you to say. We're never going to get rid of it. Shut up. And the minute when they obstruct you to death, where you can say, oh, well, we got to get rid of it now, then you just look like an idiot. Just shut up. People have no attention span. Just stop saying stuff.
That's what I've always told you about messaging, right? You just blast out random shit at all times. Something will stick, something will not. It doesn't matter. Just keep blasting it.
I'm telling you, Mitch McConnell right off the bat just said 100% we're getting rid of this filibuster. Just started right off the bat. People will be like, oh, I don't care about that at all. With all the chaos going on, there's no way they care about the filibuster. No. Impeachment, make that a simple majority vote.
Right.
Get rid of that idiot. No, you need 67, right?
That's right. You need 2/3, right?
It's way too many.
No,
they're not going to get one senator to go over to the other side.
Yeah.
They're going to.
They already had 45 that voted against it being constitutional today. So they're never going to get to that level.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a joke. I'm like, this is so dumb. You didn't really care about this insurrection, and you don't blame Trump for it, because it's all part of your universal systematic series of lies. It's not like saying Trump's more to blame than Fox News and all these other, than Hawley, than Cruz. Let's impeach all of them. I don't know what you're talking about. They're all responsible for this big lie. They're all horrible people, so it's such bullshit. You see, Georgia's pushing in a big voter suppression law because they're very upset which of course you knew they were going to do. Once they lost, they're like, oh shit, we fucked up. Somehow we let enough people vote in the election and then we lost. Can you believe it? What do we got to do? Okay, that's it. No more absentee balloting. If you want to risk if you want to vote, you better get the COVID or you're not getting the vote in. 100%. Ballot boxes, not on my watch. We're putting one ballot box. You gotta dump that thing 50 miles away from wherever you live. No way we're doing that. Voter ID laws? Oh, yeah. So sorry. If you don't have a driver's license, you're not voting either. Let's make it as early voting for all those people also afraid of COVID or whatever other reason they want to early vote. Not happening. You're waiting in line 5 to 6 hours if you live in a black neighborhood. maybe 10 to 20 minutes if you live in a white neighborhood.
Right.
And if you are a white neighborhood that's voting Republican, 5 minutes. If you're a white neighborhood that's voting Democrat, we're closing your polling place, and you got to wait at least between 2 to 3 hours. Not as much as the complete African-American communities, but somewhere in between.
Right.
You have a little bit of the middle ground there. So it's wild. I'm like, these are just – and it's like, oh, yeah, well, because they still have the Republican state legislator, right? They still have Kemp, that psychopath. And so it's like, these people are Kemp getting blasted by Donald Trump for not overturning the election results is wild, because it makes you think that Brian Kemp is some kind of hero and Raffensperger is some kind of hero. These people are also nightmares. I was saying that before. Like, Kemp is not a good person. Like, Kemp's not a good guy.
Didn't he have like one of the most insane like ads when he was elected? Oh,
you mean from last year?
Yeah, was it last year?
Yeah, he ran against Stacey Abrams last year, or 2 years ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But I think of that, like, that dude's extremely evil, but that's a whole different story in itself. I mean, Raffensperger is working right now with the GOP to create those new voter laws. So, I mean, it's just how it is.
So what do you got to do against that? You're not going to wait on these state legislators. You got to get a big federal law that kind of trumps all this stuff. No,
I mean, that's what we had. That obviously the Supreme Court gutted it. So I don't know how they're going to be able to pass said law. I'm not sure.
But this is what I'm saying then. So we're just accepting losing then.
You might have to. You might have to, bro.
So what do you do? Like, how do you handle all these problems? Who's playing the chess for the Democrats? Is it Schumer? Is he have like a little lackey?
Schumer's too dumb to be playing chess. I think that it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be like if I were them, I would use. I mean, Pelosi's still like doing better, I guess now, and then also leverage like Ossoff and like those types of people who are like young. I mean, the dude's been a CEO for 5 years. He's not an idiot. So leverage these types of people who have analytical minds and see how they think, because I think that's kind of where, I mean, his campaign was run brilliantly, even though he won a lesser margin than
he won off the coattails of Warnock. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, even though that was the case, the dude's a very smart dude and he campaigned brilliantly. Those types of people are the ones you want to ask those questions to. I don't know if he's very junior in his own state, but yeah, so we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
I hope that goes. I'm sure Joe Biden's team is probably pretty savvy too.
Oh, of course. But but they're still focused on other shit too. So, we'll see. I'm curious to see how
somebody's got to be playing chess. Della, me and you can't be. You want to go and play chess with these people? I don't know. I could find it. I think I'm understanding some game theory. You gotta play this hand. You gotta play that hand. Who's Schumer relying on? Schumer's an old man. He's probably falling asleep. He's got some lackeys on his team.
I can't believe they let him be the majority leader. I'm so shocked. But
after losing, I'd be like, "Fuck this guy."
He's terrible. But like, I don't know who's helping him at all. But I hope it's someone brilliant. And that way he can like not fuck up everything like he normally does. So,
well, I think we should get in the race. I'm going to start figuring out some of these theories, all these like little Senate intricacy bullshits that they're using, these little rules and procedures and stupid crap that they do. It's all it is. It's like little playing like I need like a legal expert that just says, give me all like the weird little Senate scams that I can run. Oh, well, if I hold up this committee, then he'll have to admit that he is also for the filibuster. And then I'll have them on the record and then I'll bring it up in the ad for this runoff race and blah blah. I'm 2023.
I mean, that's why you have good chiefs of staff. That's the point of them.
I want to be a chief of staff.
No, you don't. I was one. You something you just want to. Just do something else. It doesn't suck. It's just like you could do something else.
No. Well, what else am I gonna do? I don't have that many skills, Della.
You can keep working at your assembly place.
Yeah, I have a good skill set. It's General Assembly, Della. Oh, I'm sorry I don't work for Chatbox. Whatever the hell you got.
Unemployed, enjoying unemployment.
Oh, wait, Clubhouse. Mickey Mouse House. James, when I say Clubhouse to you, don't you think of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Club?
Only because you're saying it.
So if I say Clubhouse without saying that, what would you think of?
I don't know how that would happen, but I don't know.
Clubhouse. Hey, James, you going to get on Clubhouse later? What does that mean to you?
Well, nothing.
It doesn't think of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
No. But I did pull up a couple of Brian Kemp ads as a reminder of how
All right,
shitty
let's see
he
him.
is.
Let's see him. Give me a good one. It better be hot.
So there's two, and the first one is just titled "So Conservative," and then the second one is titled "Jake," and the second one.
Why are these weird names? Just play the damn ad. You're freaking the hell out of me.
Which one do you want?
It's super conservative.
Okay.
Brian Kemp, I'm so conservative. I blow up government spending. I own guns. No one's taken away. I got a big truck, just in case I need to round up criminal illegals and take them home myself.
This isn't real.
I just said that. I'm Brian Kemp. If you want a politically incorrect conservative, that's me.
That's real?
Is that even Brian Kemp's voice?
No, that's real. And
I thought Brian Kemp was like a sniveling baby.
No, that's Raffensperger.
Oh, you're right.
So there's the other one is actually basically like him being like, oh yeah, hey, this is my daughter's boyfriend. His name is Jake, and he's sitting there with this dude and a shotgun in his lap, and he's just like, makes
is this
him
what
repeat.
George is like? Just tell you were down there. Is this the sense you were getting?
That is, I mean, I've explored a lot of Georgia. Once you get outside of like any city, yes, Georgia might as well be Mississippi. It's the same place.
So they're all the same bullshit. They're all that same, like, it's like that country song that I wrote. It's all like that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, sure.
It's bizarre. I'm like, is this the rest of the country? Like, I feel like I'm never going to be able to relate to these people. What do I do?
You just bring me. I'll help you.
You can relate to that? You don't know any of those things. What big truck you have. You have a red Ferrari or whatever the hell it is.
I used to have a big F-150. I'll show you a picture of it.
Why would you have that?
Because I'm in Texas. That's what I'm supposed to have, a giant F-150.
What are you putting it? Logs? Do you put your boys in the back?
That's right.
Hey, James, do you put your boys in the back?
Oh my God!
And you feed them beer?
Don't bring that stupid song in here. Yes,
That has to get cut. Just shut up already.
Cut that.
It already got cut, but I think that was a good song. I'm gonna put it on a country top hit.
Anyway, I had an F-150 and I carried my friends. I was renting this townhouse that always had a lot of things to be fixed. So I went to Home Depot all the time, put stuff in the back.
So stupid.
Put my gym clothes there. I put a bike there until it got stolen. So many other things, you know.
And people sat in the back of the truck?
That's correct. Everyone does that in the South. That's normal.
Was it scary?
No.
Did you have seatbelts?
No. It's science. You're not going to fly out the fucking back, bro.
I don't know. What if you hit a big pothole?
You'll just not fly out.
I don't know. It seems kind of dangerous. Did people drink brews in the back?
We drank brews in the back.
James, when you said my song was unrealistic, I don't know if you're describing Della's life one for one, but it sounds pretty close.
Did I ever describe it as unrealistic? I don't know.
You two laughed and laughed and laughed. Like, this
because
would
it
never
was
happen.
Stupid. That's why.
It wasn't stupid. It was brilliant. You guys don't understand the nuance of the song.
Nuance. Okay. How about you go say that to somebody on Twitter who's a songwriter? Let me know what they say.
I don't go on Twitter. I only use Parler because that's the one that Trump condones as being real news and Twitter's fake neuse.
You could
I actually
probably
like Twitter.
like Garth Brooks or something
Yeah, you're right.
to sing your song. That could be your cameo.
That could be a $5,000.
Oh my God!
cameo.
I can get Garth Brooks to sing my song. That's a good. Or I can just get any country singer. James, look up a country singer, and I'm gonna just give them my song, and they have to sing it. Now that's good. And they have to. You know what? Maybe I pay them a lecture. They come up with the melody too, and the instrument. They play the instruments as well. There's definitely country singers on there. A lot of people are out of work. No one's an up and coming country singer.
I mean, there's plenty of those.
I feel like we would get a lot of press if I got a cameo to sing that song. I feel like that would go viral. Della,
I mean,
you know a thing or two about going viral.
I do know a thing or two about going viral.
That was a good one.
That's a
That's
good
the
one.
funniest joke I ever made.
You could get this Drake White guy. He's cost $75.
Who?
How long does he speak for?
It's like up to 2
I don't
minutes,
know.
I think.
2 minutes. My
some of
song's longer than 2 minutes.
So you think some people will do 30 seconds. They put it on there how much it's supposed to, how long.
James won't tell me. Give me like 4 minutes.
4 minutes. You might just go buy up some cameos and just tell them it's all for one person.
No. What I'll do is I'll just give them each a couple sections of the song, and then
And then
they'll
you'll
put
put
it
it together.
together. I'll record it. Now that would be quite epic.
What about? There's also this guy Haystack.
Ooh.
He costs $25.
I think Haystack might work. Does he have a good voice?
I don't know. I'll look him up.
All right, we'll look him up. Anyway, Del, what were you saying about Parlor? You like it? What was it?
Parlor is absolute garbage. I went on that. I went on there.
You were about to say something.
Yeah, I was trying to say like no one
Twitter.
goes on. Well, Twitter, you don't go on. You don't. First off, oh my god, I don't even know where to start. Parlor is absolute garbage. Went on there 3 weeks ago, and it was like zoo, or right before they got banned. It's like a big zoo.
What were they doing on there?
Well, no, people were just mad about the insurrection stuff, and it was right before AWS shut them down. So,
Yeah.
So that's the last time I've been on there. Nonetheless, you on Twitter would be hilarious because
I am on Twitter.
You're on Twitter.
I got on somewhat recently. I just retweet really people's stuff all day.
So you're not on Twitter. Got it. You're just a bot.
What do you mean? Just a bot. I'm a real person.
Says who? If you don't tweet, you're not a real.
You want me to come up with original content?
Yeah, that's what I do.
I
That's
did
why I
come
have
up with original content.
That's why I have like
once.
9,000 tweets because I have a lot of shit to say.
Well, why don't you follow me? And then I can have one person like it. Then I can feel rejuvenated to post more tweets. I don't know if anybody's looking at me.
People see what I like, and I don't want to be associated with shitty content. So that's why.
That's not true. I don't post as my podcast. I post as me.
Yeah, that's the problem. So
This is the problem. I have a lot of hot takes. Look at the things I'm retweeting.
can't wait. What's your Twitter name?
I don't know. Della, I sent you a message on Twitter.
That was you? Oh.
This is fucked up. That was on 12/6/2020. It was an empty stage of Purdue.
Yeah, I remember that was you. Yeah.
Well, it's a little rude that you didn't comment and say, "Ha ha, good post."
Because I was like, who the hell is this?
I can't believe you said, "I'm Dan. I'm Dan 451606."
Not even a good name.
You Dan 45 what? What's your? Are you? It was really Dan 45s. What's your fucking number?
Only one follower. I have one follower.
Hold on, how many fucking Dans do you have? What's your number?
Dan 45160632. Maybe I should change my name.
Here you go. With no avatar either. You don't have anything, bro. You have no presence. Look, I'll follow you, and you can see. You can see my.
Okay. I'm going to put on a thing. I'll put on a thing, a photo, so everyone knows who I am. I'm sorry that nobody knows who I am. I'm just so irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What do you know? What do you know about any of this stuff?
A lot. I've been on Twitter since 2010 for this one.
Same. My you know what? I gotta get a new name.
Yeah, we know.
Well, this is bullshit. I gotta update this whole thing. I'm not doing this now. I need to get a grip. All right, I'm all done. Della, I put up a picture of myself. I'm like all up to date on Twitter. Anyway, I have a lot of tweets. I follow all the twits. I think they're called Twitters. James, you know about this Twitter? It's pretty good. I like it. I've been following it. Della, you follow a lot of things on there?
No, not really.
Oh, I guess I just read a lot of things on there. I get a lot of my news from that and Parlor and OAN. So a lot of my news.
Anyway, speak of OAN, you know, something I didn't know was that's where Tommy Loren got her start.
Oh, I didn't even know it existed before Tommy
Neither
Loren
did I-
became
neither-
relevant.
Neither did I, but she became relevant because she was on. She hosted a show on OAN.
That's really funny. That makes sense on why she was picked to go and blabber.
Yes, so I saw because I was on her Instagram account. Don't ask. And like I went to the very beginning. I was just curious, like how she got famous, and all I saw were OAN stuff, and I was like, OAN was around in 2015,
Whoa.
but it all makes sense
When did they go straight nonsense? They start off
from the
like
beginning.
that?
No, from the beginning they were always like that. The thing was though, like there was no chasm between reality and like stupidity because they were like seen as like the lunatics, and then Fox brought in, and then everybody brought in, right? And then when Trump was losing, Fox became liberal at that point, pretty much. And
Yeah,
OAN
they're
was
pretty
the only,
liberal.
yeah, exactly. And OAN was the only one left. So
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
What about Newsmax?
Newsmax was just like I think the guy started a while back, and then it came back. He had like from bankruptcy or something. I don't know. It's new.
That's pretty funny.
Wait,
Well, I love it. I love it all. I love the
It's-
news.
Tommy Loren is really tone deaf.
I mean, yes, she is.
Why?
Under her Twitter, her bio says professional journalist, which is questionable.
She's not, by the way.
How do you become a
White-
professional? By just calling yourself one?
Being paid to
Pretty
write
much.
blogs.
Oh, that's good.
White rights activist.
Yep.
God.
Wait, white rights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
A
aggressive.
full-blooded American, not letting the snowflakes get to me.
Get to me, yeah.
Bitcoin donations accepted.
I wish I had some Bitcoin. We should put that on our podcast. I would like some Bitcoin. I feel like it keeps going up, up, up.
You should. You should have people DM
Hey,
you.
No one's gonna give me any
Maybe that's
Bitcoin.
not her.
James, stop with your nonsense. I have a question for you. What do you think about this Super Bowl? I know you're a big football guy.
Yeah, I don't care about the Super Bowl.
Della, you happy about it?
I think it's gonna be good. I think it'll be a fun Super Bowl.
You love Tom Brady?
I hate that man.
James, you
But
love Tom Brady.
I hate.
He's from
Tom.
Florida.
No,
Remember when you used
who
to
the
live
hell
there?
likes Tom Brady.
Because
He's from
He's
California.
the biggest piece of shit.
No, but no,
He's
he's
such a
from
cheater.
California, but he's playing
No,
in
nobody
Tampa.
cares.
James
Yeah,
loves
so what?
Florida.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Wow, that's rude, James. People love Tom Brady. He's very handsome.
He also supported Trump, and he's a huge piece of shit. And
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even like football, and I know that he sucks.
So
James is saying all the points for me.
Are you a big Mahomes guy?
I mean,
Me?
I do like the name. I don't know anything about him.
I can tell you a lot because he's from Texas. But like I like Mahomes a lot. I think he's really good.
I think
think
he's
he's
really
like-
hot. What do you think,
well,
James?
that's
Hot or
fair
not?
I don't know what he looks like. I just know
What?
the name.
Oh my God, this is so
you're funny.
useless.
You're
Della, hot
ridiculous.
or not?
What?
Is he hot or not? It's a simple question.
Sure, he's hot. There you go.
Didn't sound convincing.
So stupid.
Would you say he's hotter or not hotter than Tom Brady?
Not hotter than Tom Brady. There you go.
Really? Wow.
There you
I
go.
thought Mahomes was hotter.
So
James.
stupid.
If you had to guess, you know how hot Tom Brady is. Would you say Mahomes is hotter or notter?
I mean, I'd say anybody is hotter than Tom Brady.
What? It's so ridiculous. Your opinion's invalid. You don't even know what they look like. All right. Della, is that what you wanted to tell us, that Mahomes is hot?
No.
What do you want to tell us? He plays baseball? We all know that. What else? Give us more.
You brought up Mahomes.
His
No, but
dad
Jay-
played baseball. He
All
plays
right.
football.
What else do you love about Mahomes, Della?
I think he's great. I think in the sense of like he really is like Michael Jordan right now of the NFL. The dude is. I think I read something that he hasn't lost a game by 10 or more points since 2016 when he was in college. Right. Like
That's crazy.
right. And so I think and I'm pretty sure they've only lost the Chiefs have only lost 11 times in the 3 years he's been starting. So that is
It's
like
not that good. I've seen better.
pretty fucking good. And he's gone to 2 straight Super Bowls, 3 straight AFC championship games. The only one he lost was to Tom Brady when Tom Brady won. Yeah,
round one. So how much are you betting on this game, and what's the spread?
excuse me. The spread was I got in at 3 Kansas City -3. It's now gone to 3.5.
Wow.
I put 500 on Kansas City to cover.
I wanted to do DraftKings, and it wouldn't let me because I'm in New York.
You're in the wrong state. Yeah, you have to go to New Jersey.
Are you allowed to vote in Texas? I mean, to vote.
No,
Are you allowed
you can't.
to bet?
No.
So how do you do it? Illegal?
I just told you go to New Jersey.
You went to New Jersey?
No, I'm saying you go to New Jersey.
How do you do it?
Oh, I'm not speaking about that on this. What?
Hey, you know what? I also saw McGregor lose. How cool was that?
That was nuts. I had put some money on Poirier to beat him, but I didn't. I should have. Yeah, but I should have put money on TKO. I was just too scared. But
I'm scared too. James, were you scared? Did you watch any of the fight?
I watched the part where he got knocked out. I don't really like watching that type of shit.
I didn't like it either until I went to one last year.
And you saw all the blood?
I saw all the blood. I stood in the octagon because it's a long story, but my friend took me on a VIP experience, and it happened to be the weekend of COVID.
Hey, Mom, you ever take
me
on a VIP experience?
Well, I didn't know you then. But
no, I said James, not Della. Why would you have known me to take me on the VIP experience?
I don't know. I took my roommate on it. We went to Vegas, did all the stuff. Good times.
So weird. Well, I like it not because I saw it. I just like to see. I saw a guy that acts like Naruto, and he won. That's something.
Acts like Naruto.
Did you see Israel Adesanya? Whatever the guy, the middleweight. He's crazy. He has a giant Naruto tattoo on his chest or something.
He does.
Anyway, I thought it was cool. I watched the other guy before him too. The whatever that guy's name is, the short guy.
Yeah.
And he was really crazy too, and he was really short, James. You like that, James? He was a hunk. He was a hunk.
And he was short, so you want to be validated?
I mean, I wish he had said, hey, Dan's also short and he's my friend, but he didn't say any of that. You know what? It's tough out here, James. We can't all be giants.
I'm not even that tall.
Oh. Well, Della, we can't all be giants.
I'm not a giant.
Everybody that's more than 5 inches taller than me is a giant. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So James is kind of a giant too. Sometimes it's hard to be friends with him because of the height difference.
James and the giant Milano.
James and the giant. That's good. That's the name of this episode. James and the giant Milano. People will be like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why it's relevant. You have to stay all the way through the end to get that reference. Oh, that's good stuff. That's a good ending note, boys. That was good. Della, you really came in with a big one there. That was a clutch play. James, do you have anything to defend yourself with? Are you James and the Giant Milano?
No, that was a TKO. I'm done. Like I can't come back from that.
We also gotta watch Blown Away. You watch that show, Della?
I have not watched it, but you told me about it.
It's great.
Oh, you gotta watch it. Watch Blown Away. We'll discuss season 2 next episode.
All right, I'll write it down to watch it this weekend.
You don't need to write it down. Just know it. Okay. Blown Away.
Okay, bully.
Dan and the Giant Milano.
Oh, wow, okay. I just stage left. See you guys.
Thanks, guys. See you later.